I would like to invite Marathi and Dr. N. Gopalakrishnan to offer flowers to Swami Vivekananda. We are very lucky to have Dr. N. Gopalakrishnan among us. Dr. N. Gopalakrishnan is not very new to our BSc. He is a renowned speaker. He is the co-founder and presently director of Indian Institute of Scientific Heritage, Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. His research career spans 28 years plus about Indian culture and heritage. He completed Doctor of Philosophy in Biochemistry, Doctor of Literature in Science in Sanskrit. He has extensive knowledge about Indian scriptures, including Vedas and Upanishads. He delivered more than 4,000 lectures across the globe on topics ranging from science to spirituality. He is working with the mission of creating a university similar to Taxila and Nalanda, to where thousands from other countries can come and learn about our science and spirituality. He wrote more than 400 books and thousands of hours of video lectures are available online. They are viewed and read by lakhs of people across the globe. We are glad to have him here today. We benefited to get extraordinary eye-awakening and at the same time very delightful speech given by him yesterday on the eve of 16th inauguration of Vivekananda Study Circle, IIT Madras, as a part of celebration of 150th birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda. I would like to invite him to give a speech about Indian heritage.
Most respected Swamijis, faculty members, and my dear young brothers and sisters. It gives me immense pleasure to be here with you, even though it's something like 6:30 p.m. Everyone has put a smiling face. That's really something great. I apologize in one sentence. I tried to reach here sharp 5:25. Because of the fast development of India, we could not reach here in time. Second thing, minor correction, 28 years I was not spending on Indian heritage and science. Purely 28 years I was spending in biochemistry in India, University of Alberta, Canada, University of Illinois, US. And for the last 45 years I was going through the Indian heritage rationally, logically and scientifically, systematically and custommatically. There is no English word like custommatic. But all this gave me a little bit knowledge, 180-degree front, 180-degree behind. I was specifically told that I should not use more than 29 minutes, 60 seconds. So I will be stopping my speech within that time. 2 minutes over, coming to the point. If you want to learn about Indian heritage, specifically 4 areas of them. First subject, Indian customs and rituals. Second, Indian spirituality. Third, Indian literature. And fourth, Indian scientific and technological knowledge. Customs and rituals, acharas. Divide the acharas into three: sadachara, durachara, anachara. Sadachara, which gives you positive result. Anachara, which are irrelevant in the 21st century. Durachara, which gives negative results. So, any achara, if you are following, for Hindus, the speciality is that Swagrame Purnamacharam, Anyagrame Tadardhagam, Patane Tatpadam, Yatre Bala Acharate. Since you are Hindus by the Indians and born in India and brought up in India, you might not have heard Sanskrit. So, Swagrame Purnamacharam. All the customs and rituals that you are expected to follow it only if and only if you are in your own village. If you are shifting to some other village, Tadardhagam. If you are in a city, Pattanetu Tadpadam, 1 quarter. If you are on tour, Yatre Balat Acharate. Don't follow any achara. When I was coming from California last July, I found that one fellow has booked 2 seats in the flight. I was not knowing why 2 seats. He happened to be a Jew. He wanted to pray 20 hours, for which 2 seats are needed. One leg in this seat, another leg in this seat. 2 seats for him. I got shocked. I was sitting nearby that. So what we say, if you are on tour, any tour, no acharas needed. So Swagrame Purnamacharam, Anyagrame Tadardhagam, Pattanetu Tatpadam, Yatre Balat Acharate. Suppose some of the rituals and customs your forefathers followed, blindly don't follow that. Tadasya Kupoyamiti Bruvana Kapurisha Charajalam Vivadi. Seeing that my father, I respect him, I love him, he has dug this well, but this well has got salt water now. For showing respect towards him, I need not drink salt water from this well. I am Kubaha Tadasya iti Bruvana. I am Kubaha, this well. Tadasya iti Bruvana, telling that this well belongs to my father. Kavurisha, which person? Charajalam Pivadi, drinks salt water. You need not do that one. So, always follow achara rationally, logically and scientifically. Sadacharam, Duracharam, Anacharam. Follow achara completely if you are in your own village, if you are shifting to next village, half of that one. If you are in a city, 1/4 of that one. If you are traveling, don't worry like a boy or a girl. Be free like a bird and go ahead with that. But remember that if you have got any doubt about your achara, Achinoti Shastrarthan Shishyan Sadayate Sudhi Swayam Acharati Chaiva Saha Acharya iti Smrita. Ask the question to an acharya, and that acharya is not the person who has got Bhasma Puri up to this much, and that acharya need not have to have 2-inch diameter saffron here, need not have to have Rudraksha, but an acharya. Achinoti Shastrarthan, who knows pretty well the scientific meaning of what is being followed. Shastrarthan, those who know the scientific meaning of what you are following as customs and rituals. Achinoti Shastrarthan, Shishyan Sadayate Sudhi, who can teach the students very simple way and nice way with the minimum words, maximum message, so that the student is in a position to understand that. Achinoti Shastrarthan, Shishyan Sadayate Sudhi, Swayam Acharati Chaiva. That person who is giving you advice, he should be in a position to practice it in his life. Saha Acharya iti Smrita. That person is known as Acharya. Whatever that Acharya tells, don't muck up everything. Don't drink the whole thing. Acharya Padamadatte Padam Shishyaswamedaya Padam Sat Brahmajaribhya Padam or Shesham Kalakramena Cha. From that Acharya, take only 25%. Take only 25%. Acharya Padamadatte Padam Shishyaswamedaya. Next is 25% you have to follow by yourself. Padam Sat Brahmajaribhya by discussing with others. The third 25%. Shesham Kalakramena Cha. The last 25% during the process of living by addition, deletion, modification and correction. That should be the basis of Achara. Why do we perform Achara? Not for going directly to heaven. Standing here, if you look to the other direction, you will know that none of you are going to go to heaven. The reason is, in the heaven we have only 554 seats. It is meant for Delhi people. So, don't worry about going to heaven. Our ultimate aim is making heaven in this earth. So, acharas are performed for elevating the mind, elevating the body, elevating the family relation, elevating the social bondage, and elevating the national integration. These are the 5. So, Achara Labadeshyayum, Achara Dhanamakshayam, Achara Labade Supraja, Acharo Vahandya Lakshanam. If I am overloading you with the Sanskrit shloka, some people may be opting for going out. So I will not be overloading with the more Sanskrit. But why I wanted to tell these Sanskrit shloka, when I explain all these things, you should not think that these are all Gopalakrishnan's interpretation and other things. No, these are all what is given here. It is none of the word I have made of my own. It is available from here. Unfortunately, we are ignorant. Yesterday I was telling, unfortunately we are ignorant, and unfortunately we are ignorant that we are ignorant. That is the problem. So, always remember that Achara Labadeshyayum, for Ayurarogya Saukyam, we are following Achara. Acharad Dhanamakshayam, by following Achara, we will become prosperous. Acharad Labade Supraja, for Acharas are performed for building the social bondage and family relation. Acharo Vahantya Lakshanam. By following Achara, we should remember that we are developing our own personality, not for going heaven. So remember that if I bless you putting my right hand on your head, the life, every blessing changes the brain chemistry from negative to positive. That is Professor Eric Berne's words. Eric Berne, transactional analysis, born in Germany, brought up in America, one of the greatest psychiatrists. So one blessing means that has pate and achara, curative chemicals are produced in the brain that will be normalizing your body. So blessing is an achara which changes your brain chemistry to positive. When you do Surya Namaskara, 10 yogasanas are there, 186 movable joint in our body gets perfect exercise, so that All India Institute of Medical Science has declared that Surya Namaskara is the king of the exercises. So, Surya Namaskara improves your health. Blushing improves the brain performance and motivation takes place. When you listen to a mantra, neuro-linguistic effect is there. When you listen to a good mantra, in such a way that it is not chanted very loudly or very low voice. That mantra when you listen, not because of the spirituality, but because of that particular music therapeutic effect, 24 type of hormones are produced in the brain that will be maintaining the brain waves at 13.8 cycles per second. That will be maintaining your heartbeat at 68 plus or minus. That will be maintaining your blood pressure and also cholesterol level at 80/140 level within that. And purely 5 biochemical changes are taking place in your body when you are sitting somewhere and listening to Veda mantra. If you are going to New Orleans, if you happen to get trapped in a 4 square where red signal of the light is there, definitely some American will come and give you car cassette. Car cassette means Veda mantra CD. Putting in the car, listening to that, then driving, your BP will be normal. Your BP will be normal if you have not taken liquor. So, that mantra has got an effect, the blessing has got an effect, the motivation has got an effect, appreciation has got an effect. When I am telling you some story, that has got an effect. So, when you are sitting in meditation, doing meditation, a perfect theta level meditation, now you are sitting at a beta level. You may be knowing that. In between, something like 12.8 cycles per second to 27.3 cycles per second. That is your brain waves now. If you are meditating, not sleeping, meditating, it will be coming down up to 8.3. That is known as alpha level. If you further meditate, it will come down to below 4.3. It is known as theta level. 10 minutes theta level meditation is equal to 10 hours sleeping. 10 minutes theta level meditation is equal to 10 hours sleeping. That much rest the brain cells will be getting. So, acharas can be explained by scientific method. You should not keep your head towards north direction, and if possible not towards south also. If you are lying down that way, after 3-4 hours, the magnetic meridian of the earth will be influencing the hemoglobin present in your body, and the hemoglobin gets trapped in the brain capillary. Enough oxygen will not be available. That is why it is told, either sleep keeping your head towards east or west. Whenever you are studying something or meditating something or reading something, try to keep your face towards eastern direction, because the magnetic flux of the brain and the magnetic flux of the earth becomes complementary, and the brain activity can be improved by 17%. So these are the acharas we followed in India from time immemorial. We used to carry that, never sit on the floor when you are doing meditation or prayer. Why? The biostatic electricity will be automatically getting earthed. To avoid that, a non-conductor is to be kept there. When you are sleeping for 5, 6, 7 hours, and every morning when you are getting at 5:30, you are told to sit in the bed for about 30 seconds. And at that time you are requested to do a prayer. Karagre vasade Lakshmi, Karamadhye Saraswati, Karamule Sthita Gauri, Prabhate Karadarshanam. One of the hardcore leftists in Kerala, he told me that I could understand the scientific meaning of sitting and praying, but I am a leftist, so I don't want to chant Lakshmi, Saraswati, Parvati. It will not go with my culture. Then I told him, get up at 5:30, sit on the bed and chant the mantra Jaya 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 Jaya. One song is there, no? In Hindi, Shah Rukh Khan's movie, Jaya Jaya Jaya, he is singing that in the top of the tree. You have not heard? You don't go to movie? Before reading Ramayana, go to some movie. So, it is clearly mentioned. Anything you can do. 1997, World Health Organization conducted a survey and they declared that 23% of the heart attack based death is taking place when you are suddenly getting up from the bed, because the horizontal body when becomes vertical, the jerk taking place for the heart cannot be stood by the heart. It cannot be this. So you sit on the bed, 30 seconds you spend there, by that time your heart will get balanced. No problem. So it's a pure science, not discovered by Gopalakrishnan, discovered, informed by World Health Organization. After morning prayer, you are told to touch the floor. Many people used to touch the floor, carpet or something like that. But touching the carpet does not mean anything. If the bedroom is full of carpet, then touch the wall. That is to be touched. Samudravasane Devi Parvadastana Mandale Vishnuvatni Namastubhyam Padasparsham Kshamaswami. The spirituality is that you are chanting mantra. When you are touching the floor, the biostatic electricity accumulated in your body when you are rolling in the bed, that should not get diffused through your leg. If it is getting diffused through your leg within 40-45 years, the possibility of getting arthritis is there. That can be prevented if the electricity is passing through your hand. That is why you are touching the floor. So we have got Sadachara, which is good for mind, body, building family relation, building social bondage and national integration. Sadachara. Anachara, it is not relevant in 21st century. Some of the temples, if you are going, they will be telling that when you have to remove the shirt, then you have to go inside and pray. The moment you remove your shirt, you will become body conscious. Is it not? So going to the temple, removing shirt is anachara, not needed at all. So some of the, I gave only one example, some of the acharas are duracharas, which is not at all relevant. It creates negative mind, mental effect or body effect or family relation based negative something like that. So I told you, if you want to learn about Indian heritage, 4 branches. First Achara. I am stopping it there. You can ask any number of questions later. Second, Indian spirituality. If you have read a book, Fridge of Capra's book, Tao of Physics, he has written many books. He is Berkeley University Theoretical Physics head of the department and also visiting scientist in 17 American University. Fridge of Capra is one of the greatest physicists in US. He has made a quotation, beautiful quotation, where the ultra-modern physics has come to an abrupt end. There starts ancient Indian Upanishadic philosophy. Where the ultra-modern physics has come to an abrupt end, there starts ancient Indian Upanishadic philosophy. Upanishadic philosophy conveys you 4 messages. If you can remember, it is very good. If it is difficult to remember, try not to forget that. So, the first message, Prajnanam Brahma, message of Rigveda. Second message, Aham Brahmasmi, message of Yajurveda. Third, Tattvamasi, message of Samaveda. And fourth one, I am Atma Brahma. The Prajnanam Brahma, Aitareya Upanishad of Rigveda, tells you that intrinsic, inherent, self-guiding, self-motivating, self-energizing awareness and consciousness are present in every living and non-living beings. The Indians called it as Brahman. Is it clear to you? This definition is not made by me. Definition is made by Professor Eric Dean and Professor R.E. Wolf, scientists from NASA, in a book named Self-Aware Universe. The book named Self-Aware Universe. It is not available in India. This is given by a Canadian Swami to me from Shivananda Yogas. I happened to read it. I started crying so much after reading that. You know what is the reason? I could not understand anything. That is why I was crying. If you read also, you will take minimum 10 times you have to read for understanding the language. Using Bhagavad Gita, using Upanishad, they have written pure physics book, Self-Aware Universe. Excellent book. 2 titles are there for that book. One title is Self-Aware Universe. Another subtitle for the book is Creation of the Material World from Awareness and Consciousness. This is a subtitle for the book. So that awareness and consciousness, if you ask the question, why my heart is beating at 68 times per minute, what is the answer? What will be the answer? When I am talking to you, the memory directs the words to this particular vocal cord, air is passed through the vocal cord and the sound is created. That sound is expanded by 16 muscles here and the tongue is going up and down. The sound will be coming and it will be penetrating through this microphone. It is amplified somewhere and the waves will be hitting your eardrum. Electricity changes take place. Cochlear intensity will be cochlear, density of the fluid will be changed. That density is converted into electricity. It will be going to the audio center in the brain. You have studied English in LKG and UKG. My English is compared with the English that you have studied in LKG and UKG. Then you are understanding what I told you. It will be taking the total time is 1/49,000th of a second. How it is happening? Simple word. Edo vajo nivartante aprapya manasa saha. I cannot explain that because edo vajo nivartante aprapya manasa saha. I cannot analyze with my mind that how can I explain by words? I cannot. Nadatra suryo bhadi, na chandradaragam, nema vidyo bhandi, kudoya magnihi tameva bhanda, anubhadi sarvam, tasya bhasa vishwamidam vibhadi. That is the real God of Indians. Luckily you do not know, fortunately we are not interested in knowing also. Luckily we do not know, fortunately we are not interested in knowing also. But if you go deeper and deeper and deeper, I am sure that just like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, you will forget to cut your hair also. Because such a deep knowledge. Nadatra chakshur gacchadi, na vak gacchadi, no manaha, na vidmo, na vijanimo, yadaitad anushishya. What is meant by God? Definition, nadatra chakshur gacchadi. You cannot see by eyes. Now what gacchadi, you cannot explain it by words. No manaha, you cannot even imagine with your mind. Navidmo, nobody knows what is meant by God. Navijanimo, nobody has got the capacity to explain what is meant by God. Then how can I explain it to you? How can I explain it to you? That is the Indian God. Still, if you are asking what is meant by Indian spirituality, I will tell you beautiful line. Yadova imani bhutani jayante. From where all these things got evolved. 16 lakhs type of animals, 4 lakhs type of plants, 80,000 types of trees, 1 million type of microorganisms got evolved from that Chaitanya. Edo va imani bhutani jayante, enava jadani jivanti. Because of what? All these things are existing here. And at the end, everything will be going towards that particular thing. From where everything got evolved, because of which everything existing, and at the end, this everything will be going towards that. That one is the final God. That is Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi. That is what is meant by divine power. So if you are going deep into Indian spirituality, at last you will know that you do not know anything. And that is the exact wordings, not that. What you know, go on understand. Chiranmayena Bhatrena Satyasya Vihidam Mugam Tattvam Pushannavavrunu Satya Dharmaya Drishtaye. Everything whatever you are seeing, is covered by a golden lid. Hiranmayena Bhatrena Satyasya Mukham Apihitam. Golden colored lid is used for covering the truth, fact and essence. Satya means truth, fact and essence. For knowing the truth, fact and essence, you have to remove this cover. You have to remove Tat Tvam Pushannavavrunu. Remove that cover by yourself. Satya Dharmaya Drishtaye. Then you can see the Satya and the Dharma. What is the English word for removing the cover? This cover. English word for removing the cover? This cover. That is given in Ishavasya Upanishad, 40th chapter, Shukla Yajurveda, and 16th line. Exactly it is Hiranmayena Patrena Satyasya Mukham Abhijitam. That the cover, golden cover, colored cover is used for covering the truth, the fact and essence. Remove that cover for see. So you have to go deeper and deeper and deeper. Finally you will know how your ears are working. Then you will know that awareness and consciousness is present in the ear, so it is working. Awareness and consciousness is present in the eyes. If you are seeing an elephant, what is this known as Gajendra Spira? If you are seeing an elephant, how the picture is getting into your brain? Is it a CD, floppy disk, or chemical? But you can see an elephant. How that elephant picture is kept in your brain? Only one answer. Yesterday I told you. Second letter of Hindi or Tamil. What is that? How that if you are seeing a mustard, you can say this is mustard. How the mustard picture is kept in your brain? How the taste of sambar is kept in your brain? You know Atal Bihari Vajpayee? When he starts talking, his second bhava in astrology has got Saturn. So after telling Bhai or Bahano, then you can go outside and take a tea and come back. Next slide. So the moment you listen to Atal Bihari Vajpayee, you will be understanding it is Atal Bihari Vajpayee. And you listen to B.S. Achyutanandan, Kerala person, immediately, even though you are closing your eyes, you can say that voice belongs to Achyutanandan. Is it not? And Dr. Manmohan Singh, even if he speaks, you will not be listening because he himself will not be hearing that. So, but you will know it is his voice. It is his voice. So, you know the taste of sambar, you know the taste of aviyal, chutney, matni, tarasheri, palsheri, pulsheri, everything you know the taste. This taste, how it is kept in the brain? The sight is kept in your brain. The voice is kept in your brain. Chembe Vaidyanatha Bhagavata Swata Viganapati Bhaji is there in your brain. Balamurali Krishna's, that is there in your brain. So many pictures, it is there in your brain. So many tastes, so many smells. Suppose you are closing your eyes and somebody is bringing near by your nose one jasmine flower and asking you, how is the smell of rose flower? What you will say? You will say it is not rose, it is jasmine flower. Even though your eyes are closed, you will say it is jasmine because the smell is kept in your brain. Can anyone in this IIT campus tell how the smell is kept in the brain? How the sight is kept in the brain? And why all 703 crore people in the world have got 32 teeth? Who fixed the number 32? And you know your nose is downward. Suppose it would have been reversed. It is raining outside. You have to cross the road. No one what will happen? And who has decided that this nose should be downwards? What will be the answer? You cannot say your parents. Your parents have not decided. You have decided. If you are taking a fertilized chicken egg, keep it there at about 41.5 degrees centigrade. 18 days over, that small embryo will get converted into a chickpea and it will be coming out. And then that's a fertilized duck egg. It will be taking about 20 days. That duckling will be coming out. Keep the chicken and keep this duckling nearby water. The duckling will be jumping into water. The chicken will never jump into water because that small chicken knows if it jumps, it will not come out. The duckling knows if it jumps, it will not drown. So that knowledge, awareness and consciousness, where the ultra-modern physics has come to an abrupt end, there starts ancient Indian Upanishadic philosophy, two English words, awareness and consciousness. You may be knowing about quantum entanglement. If one of the photons revolving like this and another divergent action, take one of the photons and put it in Neptune. If the direction of this is changed, the direction of the other will also be changed. Awareness and consciousness is present in living and in non-living being. If you are taking an atom, you know One electron will be revolving like this 1800, 2800 and 12 kilometers per second. Another electron will be revolving in the opposite direction. Who has given the direction for the electron? S orbital, then p orbital, d orbital, f orbital, sp3 hybridized orbital in methane, sp2 hybridized orbital in ethylene, sp hybridized orbital in acetylene. Who has decided? Not Jayalalitha and not PWD engineer. Intrinsic, inherent awareness and consciousness is present in every living and non-living being. Every nucleus is spinning at 3.2 million times per second, rotating. And you know, nucleus positively charged particle is the positively charged particles. Electrons are negatively charged particles. Everyone knows that the positive charge and negative charge attract each other, that you can see in front of any women's college. So, you know, the positive and negative charges attract. Why these electrons not falling in the positively charged? Intrinsic, inherent awareness is there. So, for explaining biochemistry, why this 1 square centimeter olfactory system is diagonizing every smell? Why this so-called 14 centimeter long tongue is identifying every taste? Why these eyes can identify about 49 billion materials? It keep in the memory, and our brain 1.25 kilogram. We are using only 1% of that. Luckily, if you would have been using much more than that, the whole earth would have been gone to tox. So 1.25 kilogram of the brain is composed of neurons. If you keep one neuron after the other neuron, then the third neuron, and like that, the total number of neurons length will be equal to 8 times the distance from earth to sun. 8 times the distance from earth to sun. That much neuron is kept in this brain. And we are living happily here. How this body is functioning? Like this. If you are seeing the Animal Planet channel, you can see the God directly. Every animal knows what to eat and how to walk, how to suck. Sometimes I used to say, if a cow is led to a garden, every type of plants and trees and grasses will be there. In Malayalam we used to say communist bacha. You have heard communist bacha? One tree is known as communist bacha. But this cow will never eat communist bacha. Why it will not eat? Not because it is Congress. It knows that it should not be eaten. That cow has not gone to St. Francis Lower Primary School. It has not gone. Intrinsic, inherent awareness and consciousness is present in everything. So remember, that there ends Indian spirituality. So Indian customs and rituals, Indian spirituality, Indian literature. I always used to say, we have got foundation literature 2000 in Sanskrit, 10,000 commentaries, 1 lakh sub-commentaries, each and every literature, 2,000 foundation literature, 10,000 commentaries, and about 1 lakh sub-commentaries in different Indian languages. All these literature aimed at changing the mind from bad to good, either through messages given in Vedas or through experiences given in Itihasa or through stories given in Purana. So we have classified. If our level is hearing the story or listening the story and understanding, read Purana. If your level is understanding the life message by reading the experience of others, read epics, Itihasa. If you can directly take the message, directly go to Veda, you will be getting the message. The Vedas are not meant for Hindus, and both Vedas are not meant merely for Brahmins. Veda mantras are written by 210 rishis. None of them belong to Brahmin community. Veda is classified by Veda Vyasa, fisherman family. Our Acharyas written by Mahidasa, Aidareya. He was not from Brahmin family. He is from Chandala family. Mahidas Aidareya has written Aidareya Brahmana, Aidareya Aranyaka, Aidareya Upanishad, Mahaidareya Upanishad. He is born for a prostitute, namely Itara. Aidareya, son of a prostitute. He was not a Brahmin. So our Vedas and Upanishads are not meant for Brahmins. It is meant for everyone. Remember that Lord Krishna was not a Brahmin. You know, he was an OBC. Yadava is OBC. Other backward community. Sri Rama was not Brahmin. He was a Kshatriya. And you take innumerable the points. You will see that one. These are all somebody cooked in between and created for the purpose of confusing Hindus. So anyone in this world can study Veda. As I told you now, in America, any hospital you go, generally they will be playing the Veda mantra. Vasan Eye Clinic, last month onward they started putting Veda mantra in all their hospitals world over. Veda mantra. Thiruvananthapuram RCC, Regional Cancer Center, they are playing Veda mantra for getting neuro-linguistic effect. So the Veda mantra gives you the message, Itihasa gives you the experience, Puranas give you the stories for changing the mind from bad to good. Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Some of the Veda mantra, the last mantra in Rigveda, Sangachadvam Sambhadadvam Sambho Manaham Siddhanata Deva Bhagam Yada Purve Sanjanana Upasate Samano Mandra Samiti Samani Samanam Manasa Jittamesham Samanam Mandram Abhimandrayeva Samanena Voha Vishajuhomi Samaniva Agupoti Samana Hridayaniva Samanamastu Mano Yada Avasu Sahasati. This mantra is known as Aikamatya Sukta, given by UNO to 239 countries in the world. Aikamatya Suktam, the Sukta of unity, the last mantra of Rigveda. That is given to all countries in the world. Whether the countries are leftist country, rightist country or middleist country. They are applicable for everything. So our Vedas written about 8275 plus or minus 75 BC, it is being penetrated into the scholars, the thinkers and the scientists world over. As I told you yesterday, last year July 9th, I was fortunate enough to go to NASA. I found many people are listening to Veda mantra. It was taken by Rahul Dravid's brother, Narayan Dravid, who is the deputy director there. So they are using Veda mantra. American Parliament and 14 provincial government session started with Veda mantra chanting, and many of the American hospitals they are listening to Veda mantra. So any Christian, any Muslim, any Hindu sitting here or Baptist, Baptist or Middle East sitting here, it is meant for everyone. Don't tell that it belongs to Hindus. Take as much as possible and utilize it. Every morning play in your home. You will reach to a different level altogether. And that is Indian literature. I am sure you will be asking questions. Since that time is coming almost to an end, the last part, Indian scientific and technological heritage. So Indian customs and rituals, Indian spirituality, Indian literature, Indian scientific and technological heritage. Yesterday I explained to you Indian scientific and technological heritage. Remember, any astronomical parameter that you would like to know about India, any mathematical heritage you want to know about India, positively Karavayadi number system, Bhuta Sankhya number system, you are expected to learn, without which you will not understand anything. When I say Shaladri Ramanala Yojanani Kuvayikaksya Varidaha, Sharam means 5, Adri means 7, Rama means 3, Anala means 3, 3, 3, 7, 5. That is the diameter of Earth's environment. It is given. So Shadam, Adri, Rama, Anala, Yojana. These four numbers. Vyasa, Anasangunita, Pradagaptam. Multiply the diameter with the forest. Vyasad, Vanasangunita. Multiply the diameter with the forest. I am sure the fellow will get heart attack. How can you multiply diameter with the forest? But Vana means 4. Vana means Bhuta Sankhya. Vana means 4. So you should know Bhuta Sankhya. Vana means 4. And Adri means 7. 7 mountains are there. Veda means 4. Because 4 Vedas are there. Rama means 3. Balarama, Parashurama, Sri Rama. Aditya, Surya, Bhaskara, Dinagara means 12. Dwadasha, Surya. Ekadasha, Rudra. Rudra, Parvati, Vallabha. Shiva means 11. Randra means 9. 9 holes are there in human body. So, Ashtadik. Dik means 8. Swara, Sapta Swara. Swara means 7. So, Buddha Sankhya is over. You put in the left turn direction. If you do not know Buddha Sankhya, you will not be in a position to understand what is Lagu Bhaskariya, what is Brihaspatariya, what is Siddhanta Shiromani, Padeshwara Siddhanta, Lendacharya Shishya Vivruddhi Tantra, Mandulacharya, nothing you will be in a position to understand. Why Indian mathematical heritage would not come to the public? Not because of the ignorance of Sanskrit, but because of the ignorance of number system. Not because of the ignorance of Sanskrit, but because of the ignorance of Kadavayadi number system, Bhuta Sankhya number system. Unless you know the number system, you will not be knowing what are the contributions made by Indian mathematicians to the world. That much great number systems we have got, that much great number of theorems we have developed. Yesterday I was quoting so many theorems. If I repeat the theorems now, I am sure till now nobody has yawned, you will start yawning. So, I am not quoting that one, but surely if you are asking any question from your side, I will be giving it. And remember, our scientific heritage of Gopuram construction, Kumbhakona, our scientific heritage of cave temples, civil engineering, our scientific heritage of Lothal, 6 lakhs bricks are used for making Lothal industrial estate, 3500 BC. And Delhi iron pillar, still it has not trusted. Third iron pillar, Kodumanal sword, muslin sari, and Banaras, Damascus sword is not really Damascus sword. It is Banaras sword, took by Alexander. I don't want to tell Alexander the Great. I don't think he is great. He came here, invaded us, destroyed us, killed us, destroyed many things, and why we have to tell he is great? Somebody is telling it is his freedom. Anyway, Alexander returned with 32 kilograms of wood steel. That wood steel he used for making Banaras sword in Damascus. That is why it is known as Damascus sword. Extremely carburization technique and other thing adopted in India, available in Technological Heritage of India book. So for area of Indian heritage, customs and rituals, Indian spirituality, Indian literature, Indian scientific and technological heritage, I am sure 35 minutes might have crossed by now. Even though permission is given for 30 minutes, I would like to express my deepest gratitude. You can ask any question, does not mean that I will be answering all the questions. If I know the answer, I will give you the answer. If I do not know the answer, I will tell you I do not know the answer. Whenever you ask question, it gives me opportunity to learn about that area also. So you are asking any type of question will be a blessing for me to search more and more. With these words, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you, particularly Vivekananda Study Circle, for inviting me, for giving such a lecture yesterday and today also. Thank you very much. My deepest gratitude. Once again, my pranams to you. Thanks a lot.
I would like to thank Dr. N. Gopalakrishnan for giving such a delightful and extraordinary speech. And questions are welcome. You can write your questions in the paper plate provided by volunteers, and you can pass the paper after writing to the volunteers.
Harinarayan is standing outside, he has got my specs, he is bringing my specs, it will be good. Yeah.
The effects which are happening during different acharas are very weak compared to effects of IIT working in a magnetism lab. How sensible is it to explain all acharas using science?
You may not be working for long period in the magnetic field in IIT. After 4 years you have to go out. But acharas will be continued till your last breath. So the effect of acharas will be more. Acharas are meant for a systematic and customized life. Magnetic field is not meant for living a systematic and customized life. Magnetic field is for making money for living a systematic and customized life.
Sir, you have mentioned in your speech that it has been proved by putting one's hand over another person's head. The entire biochemistry of the later person's body changes. Has this discovery been published in any peer-reviewed journal?
That's a very good question, important. Professor Eric Berne has published one book, I Am Okay, You Are Okay. This is the name of the book, in which one chapter is fully devoted for blushing. Another chapter is devoted for curse, C-U-R-S-E, sharpam. And this one, anugraham. The words you are uttering whenever such blessing you are giving, that gives the motivation force and changes the biochemistry of that one. These words used that every blessing changes the brain chemistry is not made by me, is given in that book.
Namaste sir, can I know something about Trigunas?
Triguna. Satyoguna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. I wanted to use one of the word. Even though it is 6:30 p.m., you are not in Tamoguna. It is what I wanted to say. Satyoguna, all sattvic. Sattvic means very positive, very constructive, very simple, and very, I will say, pleasant thing, experience in Sattvic Guna. Rajoguna, taking the challenges. Extremely vigorous, going, thrashing all the hurdles and moving forward. That is Rajoguna. A king is expected to have a Rajoguna. So-called Vedic scholar is expected to have Satyoguna. The people who are doing lower grade work, they are expected to have Tamoguna. Just like a man who is hanging the culprits or something like victims or something like that, or a criminal. And also those who are doing the work of a butcher, those who are doing the work of a soldier, they are expected to have Tamoguna. In human beings, Sattoguna is there, Rajoguna is there, Tamoguna is there. It is almost present 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3. Indirectly 33% Sattoguna, 33% Tamoguna, and 33% Rajoguna is present in us. If you are elevating one of these things, naturally you will be going 50% Sattoguna, other two will be decreased. Then you will become a sannyasi or rishi or a saint or a son of a god or prophet like that. So you can increase the Sattoguna, automatically other thing will be decreased.
Sir, it is said that 4 Vedas are not existing in their intact form. How true it is?
4 Vedas are not expecting.
Not existing in their own, an exact form.
It is existing in that exact form. The only Veda, Atharva Veda was not existing in the exact form. But if you are going to Madras University Library, you go to the 5th room inside. You can see full of cobwebs. Go inside. There Atharva Veda in the original form is available. But they will not allow you to open that. Because now it is composed by Dr. Weber, English professor, 1921. The moment you open it, the pieces of the paper will be going. All the Vedas are intact, no changes will take place, but many shakhas got many shakas disappeared. So for example, Rigveda has got 27 shaka, Yajurveda as I told you yesterday, 108, Samaveda, 1001, Atharvaveda, 52 shaka presumptions. Majority of them they got lost because now Rigveda we have got 4 shaka out of 27. Yajurveda we have got about 37 shaka out of 108. Samaveda we have got 14 shaka remaining lost. Atharvaveda we have got only 1 or 2 shaka remaining got lost forever.
How to explain positive energy and negative energy to anadis?
What is that?
How to explain positive energy and negative energy to anadis?
And positive energy is the one which gives you positive mental, physical and other type of influence in your body. That's the only definition. Any other definition given may not be correct. I am not telling will not be correct. Because an energy can neither be positive nor be negative. If it helps for your existence, for your function, for your thinking, for your livelihood, that particular energy can be called as positive to you. Positive to you. Any energy with the towards your existence, that energy can be called as the negative energy. Otherwise, say for example, suppose you are keeping a small magnet below your pillow and sleeping for 15-20 minutes, instantaneously you will start getting headache. So that magnetic energy is dangerous, negative for your brain. But keep 1 glass of water on a magnet, drink tomorrow morning, next day morning. They say, I do not know, that magnetized water is good for health. So that magnetic is good for. This magnetic energy may not be good. Excellent question. And if I am telling anything wrong, full freedom for you to correct it. That will be a blessing for me also. How is Brahmastra related to atom bomb? I don't think Brahmastra and atom bomb are the same. If I give you the answer, they are related. I do not have any proof. I do not have any proof. About 5 years back, there was an article in internet written by Robert Childress. Robert Childress, he claims he is a professor. I do not know. He is a professor. No, I do not know whether he is a professor or not. And I use the word claims, it is my own word. He is given Professor Robert Childress. Many articles are available from Robert Childress in internet now, but that particular article is not there. So that particular article says that when he conducted excavation in Nagasaki and Hiroshima, took the human born from Nagasaki and Hiroshima and found out the radioactivity of the human skeleton excavated from Nagasaki and Hiroshima, and also the skeleton excavated from Kurukshetra in Haryana. The radioactivity of the bone excavated from Kurukshetra was 7 times more than the radioactivity of Nagasaki and Hiroshima. I am just quoting you what he has said. I am not an authoritative person to tell anything about it. If you are asking me whether you are thinking that in Mahabharata war, whether atom bombs are used or not, I do not know. Second claim, what he is telling that red soil you may have heard, no? Red soil got converted into amorphous form, glassy form. For red soil getting converted into amorphous form, he tells 1850 degrees centigrade is needed. I do not know, I am putting this words. So high temperature was developed in Kurukshetra war. It can be due to atomic energy. Remember this statement I quoted from that. Why on one use metal coating so that biological state electricity and I cannot. I feel pessimistic by looking at the present condition of Indian economics, politics and social status of all. How can I use heritage to uplift my country from these? From these sorrows, past brings me such pride as the present condition brings me shame at my inability to act on. Don't think that when India's past was so glorious. So many negatives were there in India. So many negatives were there in India, and never you should have a wrong impression that everything existed in ancient India were positive. Positives were there, negatives were there. We need not feel shameful. In Bhagavad Gita, one line is there. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bhadana apyutthanam dharmasya tadatmanam sujamyaham paritranaya sadhuna vinachaya cha dushkrita dharma samstavanarthaya. Dharma samstavanarthaya, underline that. Now Khalistan movement is not there in India. Gorkha land movement is not there in India. Kaveri water problem is not there in India. Rayalaseema Andhra conflict is not there in India. Nagaland problem is not there in India. No Chandigarh problem and no Belgaum problem between Karnataka and other thing. And now things are going on very well. We have got a Sikh Prime Minister, a Hindu President and a Muslim Vice President and a Christian Defence Minister, and all the four are ruled by a lady from Italy. Any problem? So things are going very well. Don't think too much pessimistic. So it's a glorious India. All 123 crore people are living very happily. India is the youngest country, which is the oldest country. You know, India is the youngest country, which is the oldest country. These words are not mine. These words are President Bush's words. American President said the average age of Indians 29.5. Average age of British people 54. Average age of American 49.8. But Indians 29.5. We are the youngest country in the world, but the oldest country in the world. So India will march forward, don't worry. Let us think about our contribution to India. Don't worry what others are doing and not doing. System will, whenever the system in equilibrium is disturbed, the system will adjust itself in such a way that effect of the disturbance will be nullified. That is the greatness of India. You know, when Karnataka created problem, Jayalalitha came. And Jayalalitha created problem, Karnataka. These are all balancing, no? It's a part of it. Nobody is permanent here. Only permanent thing in India is that everything is temporary. Only permanent thing in the world in India is that everything is temporary. And we have a lady prime minister. Americans can never think of a lady American president. We had a lady president, I don't know her name. Anyway, she was there. A lady president, a lady prime minister. This India is marching forward without any problem. Every fellow has got mobile phone. Again, Manmohan Singh is planning for giving 2 mobile phones for everybody. See, one has 23 crore mobile phone, but somebody objected. But anybody who is in the top of the coconut trees also has got this mobile phone. The sea also has got mobile phone. Kerala people total number 3 crore, 3.2 crore mobile phone in Kerala. Population is 3 crore only. So we need not worry about it. Be optimistic, but do one thing. Your contribution to the society. Don't think the reverse. The system will be there, just like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam said, what you have given to India, that is important. What India has given to you, think later, as John F. Kennedy said to Americans. So, he used the word, India has never invaded any other country, and we have never allowed any invaders to go back from our country also. That greatness India has got for the last 10,000 years. So be optimistic, never be pessimistic. Do we get the original versions of Upanishad in English? Yeah. Motilal Banarsi Das has published all the Upanishad. Chaukama publication, they have got all published. Original translation. Very highly qualified people have translated. Highly qualified English Indian expert, not American expert. American expert will be having American viewpoint, but Indian expert will be having English mastering capacity of English and Upanishad. They are available in plenty. Chinmayananda has published many books, and Motilal Banarsi Das and Chaukamba, these 2 people, they have published almost all. And they have Shveta Upanishad you have to take from them. The moment you read Shveta Upanishad published, and also Mahanarayana Upanishad, excellent. You will cry. You know what is the reason? We have gone deep into the subject. Very deep. But Shveta Upanishad I quoted earlier. Yatova imani bhutani jayate yenava gadani jivanti yatvayam yavi samvichanti tat vijijñāsasva tat brahmeri. All from Shveta Upanishad. So they are available. We have got a wrong impression that many of the Upanishads and many of the Vedas and many of the scientific books are not available in India. Don't think that. They are all available in Sanskrit, they are available in Hindi version, they are available in English version also. My friend has a firm belief in astrology. Is astrology a science? What do you think about it? I have studied astrology for 7 years. 7 years. Astrology has got 3 parts. One, pure mathematics. Excellent mathematics. It is science. Pure astronomy. It is science. Third, prediction part. Absolutely not science. It is not at all science. So science plus non-science. Then how can we believe? You are believing so many things which are not at all explained by science. You have got affection towards your mother. How you measure with science? And you are angry with your professor. Can you measure with the thermometer? And you have got the aversion towards some food. How you will measure with science? So many things. When you are studying history, do you think it is science? And psychology was not science up to about 1962 till Californian experiment was conducted. So psychology was something. Sociology has not been till now. It is not considered as science. Music is not science. And so many non-science subjects we are studying in the world. So you need not have to think that only science you will be following. MA Economics. Economics is not, till now it is not coming under the science subject. It is something else. Commerce is not science subject. Maybe people are telling scientific subject. So many things are. So astrology is first 1/3 pure mathematics. 1/3 pure astronomy. Pure astronomy, I say scientific astronomy, not presuming and assuming. And the last one, prediction part. Prediction part is not science. But don't think that one it is useless. Many people who are misutilizing astrology, they are creating problem. Any subject if you are misutilizing, that will create problem. Today in Tirupati, 74 bachas per time. Today or yesterday night. Today Vijaya TV I happened to see 74. Because the medicines gone wrong or treatment went wrong, out of 125 babies bachas in the Tirupati hospital went wrong. It is not the mistake of modern medicine. It is the mistake of people who use the medicine. Astrology is not creating problem. Ayurveda is not creating problem. Yoga is not creating problem. Mantra is not creating problem. Civil engineering is not creating problem. Mechanical engineering is not creating problem. Those who are using that branch of knowledge create problem. Why did we lose that track in our heritage? Whenever people are not there for studying, learning and teaching, automatically the track will be out. If you are not using a knife continuously, it will be rusted. If you have not learned the music, that touch will be out. If you do not know Sanskrit, because you have not learned it. If continuously the learning process would have been there, up to 1640 it was there. After that, English people came, French people came, Dutch people came, Portuguese came. Under the suppression, oppression and the depression of these people, many of these things got incorporated naturally. Naturally, now in Kerala you can see some students asking from where we get rice. They do not know it is from paddy. From where we get paddy? They do not know it is from the paddy field. Because nobody has taught them. Unless you teach our heritage systematically, we cannot expect that people will learn just like that. If and only if your mother points out that is your father, you will not know that. If and only if your mother points out that is your father, then only you will be knowing your father. That pointing out got elapsed in India. That is the problem. So, if you would have taught them at least 5%, In 45-minute school classes, 40 minutes modern subject, 5 minutes heritage would have been taught, means people would have learned it. And Jawaharlal Nehru, while inaugurating Nagarjuna Sagar Dam, he said, we in India, we do not have any science and technology. We have to import all science and technology from the West. That today, the death well of Indian scientific heritage started ringing. What were the lapses from our side? If you learn it, I assure you, maximum 1 month, you can deliver lecture for 10 hours if you spend 1 hour for 1 month. Any subject, particularly from IIT, such a great intellectually capacity and students, you can learn it, but keep an open mind. Don't think that we are great, I can conquer anything, nothing. Try to become zero, people will make you hero, like Sai Baba said. So that is our side, we did not venture to learn that. How will you explain untouchability and superstitions? I told you Durachara and Anachara. Untouchability is Durachara. It was not necessary in India, it was not there also. If you go to Rudram and Chamakam Yajurveda, you can see, we used to say, Nama Punjishte Bhyo Nishadebhyascha O Namo Namasvavatbhyo Jagratyascha O Namo Namastishtabhyo Davatyascha O Namo Namah Ulalebhya Karmarebhyascha. Everyone, fisherman, hunter who is making pot, all Chandala, everyone is expected to come and sit in the Yagashala during Vedic period. Kulalebhya, pot making. Punjishtebhya is fisherman. Nishadebhya, hunter. And Swavatbhya, those who are sitting here without sleeping, for them I pronounce. Swavatbhya, Jagratyascha. So, everyone is included in that. Later on, negatives got accumulated, particularly after 1350, when Taimur started attacking India. Taimur came to India, started killing millions of people. From there started many of the untouchability and the negatives and other thing. When our Gupta dynasty, 750 AD, you know, out of the 41 secretaries, 27 secretaries were ladies. And all 1,200 small kingdoms existed in India. 750 kingdoms belongs to Chandalas. It is not my account. Dharampal has written the book of beautiful tree. Dharampal. You read that. It is approved internationally. UNESCO has approved that. India was not in a bad shape. After 13th century, 14th century, maybe the untouchability and also superstitions. And some of the superstitions which some people claims are based on our Vedic literature. People can tell anything, you also can tell anything. My request to you, study something, then tell anything. If you want to denigrate Veda, you have got the freedom. If you want to belittle Veda, you have the freedom. But do that after studying Vedas, not before studying that. Full freedom in India. India is the only country with the protection of police you can throw stone to the bus. That's what freedom we have got. So you have got the freedom for doing anything, but do it after reading, after studying, after understanding. Puranas contain stories which appear unbelievable. True, that stories need not be believable. The rabbit and the lion story will be there. You have heard rabbit and lion story? It is the story told by Bhishma to Dharmaputra. And you have heard about the tortoise and the rabbit story? Tortoise and rabbit story? It is Indian story. That is maybe the reason why you have not heard. So, that story is also from Mahabharata. Stories are stories, exaggeration will be there. You need not take it as the history. The wrong impression we have got is that sometimes the people who tell you the story tell you like history. But you have got the wisdom to contain. You should understand what is history and what is story. So stories are Kadaimas in Bhagavata. The end of Bhagavata, that this is the line given. Kadaimaste kadidamahi yasam विदाय लोकेषु यशःपरेयुषां विज्ञान वैराग्य विवक्षया विभोर वचो विभूतिर्न तु पारमार्थ्यम कथायिमास्ते. हे परीक्षित महाराजन, Sri Shuka Brahmarshi was telling, hey Parikshit Maharajan, I have told you all these stories. All these stories are not histories. Remember that Vijnana Vairagya Vivakshaya Vibho, for detachment and for creating scientific temper, I have told you all these stories. Vacho Vibhutir Nata Paramarthyam. These are all not Paramartham. These are all stories. Don't think that all these things what I told you once occurred in India. Yeah, stories did not happen in India. It is not history. In that book itself it is mentioned. So very good question. How to draw proper message from these stories? Any story will be having a message. As I told you, the rabbit and the lion story. The message is that if you do not have enough muscle power, use intellectual power to fight the enemy. That is the message. And Ambarisha's message is that, Dhruva's message is that, Prahlada's message is that, so many messages. Buddha's story, all the story convey you an excellent message if you can rationally analyze that. Is there a specific method? Once you have read the story, what is the conclusion that you are arriving at? That is the message of the story. When Greek and Roman sciences have become so popular, why could not Indian sciences reach that masses? Our Western scientists and Western people created an impression in the mind of Indians by saying that they are invading the dynasty which is ruling India now and for the last 50 years. Unfortunately, whoever ruled India for 55 years or 5 years or 5 months or 5 days, nobody ventured to remove such a non-scientific, superstitious Aryan invasion theory. Still we are following. But since it is India, we don't bother whether it is Aryan invasion theory or some other invasion theory. What is the reason that ancient sciences could not do as well as these relatively modern sciences? And modern sciences cannot be replaced by ancient sciences. Don't keep the impression that modern science can be replaced by ancient Indian science. Modern sciences are modern sciences needed for us, excellent, wonderful. Only thing that any gap is there anywhere in the modern science, we can use ancient science for filling that. Say for example, many of the diseases there are not treatment in the modern medicine. Use Ayurveda or use homeopathy. Yoga is good for old age people. And naturopathy is good for people. Some of the Ayurvedic medicines are good, but Ayurvedic medicines we cannot say that they are far better than modern medicines. Modern medicines are good, modern civil engineering is good, modern technology is good, everything modern is good, but anything human, any gap is there that can be filled with Ayurveda. So don't keep the impression that ancient knowledge can substitute all modern knowledge. Never, never, never. And sciences could not do it well relatively modern. Do you think dissemination of the knowledge was improper? Dissemination of the ancient knowledge did not take place at all. Very recently only IIM Bangalore started teaching Vedic management. I delivered lecture 3 times for Vedic management for top MNCs. They were very happy. They said we have to include in the syllabus also. IIM Ahmedabad also started including management in Bhagavad Gita because Harvard University included in MBA syllabus. Not because we wanted to be first. They have included, so we have also included. Is there any concept of Srishti Chakra of some finite period of 5,000 years? Why this 5,000 years came? Is it Yuga Sankalpa according to Brahma Kumari? The 5,000 year has got nothing to do with India. India has got 43,20,000 years. 43 lakh 20,000 years, one Mahayuga. That Mahayuga got split into Kali Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Treta Yuga, Krita Yuga. 1:2, 2:2, 3:4. So Kali Yuga started 3102 February 17th, Thursday midnight 11:55. That's starting point of Kali Yuga. Now we are passing through Galanama Samvatsara. Galanama Samvatsara se Dakshinayane Simhe Arge. From today onwards, Simhe Arge Varshadau. Which Masa I don't remember. And I think it's next month, Ashara Masa or something like that. So 5114th year after starting Kali Yuga. How is evolution of man starting from microorganism little in Srishti Chakra? Just like Malsya Kurma Varahascha, Narasimhoda Vamana, Ramu Ramascha Ramascha, Krishna Kalki Iti Devascha. Starting from the life in the ocean, from the up to Kalki. Kalki word means Gadgi. The avatar of human being carrying the atom bomb or sword for destroying downside. This is the chakra. After, as Albert Einstein said, I do not know what will be the weapon used if a third world war occurs, but I know what will be the weapons used for the fourth world war. You have heard that? Third world war, what will be the weapons used? I do not know. But weapons used by the fourth world war, that will be bows and arrows. That will be bow and arrows, because complete destruction will take place. Those who are working at night shifts, how they follow after they awake from the bed. Need not follow literally. Whenever you are sleeping, in the daytime or night time or in between the junction, whenever you are getting up, follow this mantra. It need not be early morning. Is there any scientific explanation for rebirth? If yes, what is it? I request you one book written by Brian Weiss, California University psychiatry professor, now working in the Yale University. He has written 7 books. Of which first book, Many Lives, Many Masters. Many Lives, Many Masters. First book. Second book, Messages from the Masters. Third book, Same Soul, Many Bodies. These 3 books if you are reading, this question will be answered. It is there, rebirth is there, proven beyond doubt. Exactly what is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Tātasya hi dhruvo mrityo Dhruvam Janmamadasya cha Dehinosmin yadalehe Kaumaram yoganam jala tada dehantara praptya dhirastatra mukhyadi. He has given the story of Catherine. One girl studying in California University, when she was subjected to retrogressive hypnotism. She was telling what happened yesterday, last week, last month, last year, up to her being 4th month in the womb of her mother. That is retrogressive hypnotism. But Brian Weiss, old book you can see, Brian L. Weiss. Now L is removed. Brian Weiss, he conducted retrogressive hypnotism beyond 4 months in the womb of the or her mother. This girl started talking in some language he could not understand. Later on he found that this girl was talking pure Egyptian language. A girl who has never gone outside America, she was talking in pure, without any grammar mistake, Egyptian language. Again he conducted that retrogressive hypnotism. So many birth back. That girl was talking pure Mongolian language. All this, if you read it, you will never cry. Why? You can understand it. Simple English. Very simple English. It is like thrilling. It so happened when I was traveling from Sydney, one person not known to me, he came and said, I have read this book. You have to read this book. and he gave me that book. The flight, I was fortunate enough to read that for hours and I got trapped in Singapore and completed that. It was an entirely different book. That Brian Weiss has never come to India and he has published the first, second and third book. Each book has been sold 70 million copies. 70 million copies. No psychologist or psychiatrist contradicted his statement. Is it clear? It will be available in roadside. Because now Indians can publish it under the Woodbridge order, Overbridge also. Need not come from America. Available in India. Anywhere you will get. That fellow will tell 325 rupees. You tell 75 rupees. He will give you for 90 rupees. So Brian Weiss, you say that way, then you will be getting the book. Many lives, many masters, messages from the masters, same soul, many bodies. Is the same soul, many bodies is a boring book. After reading first and second, you may not venture to read the third book. It has got about 730 pupils retrogressive hypnotism, 3 from India also. Is there insight? How can we learn scientifically about Shakunas mentioned in many places in the Ramayana? But Shakuna, is Shakuna Vimana? What is Shakuna? Oh yeah, Shakuna, when we are going outside, you are seeing them. Don't worry, we are living in 21st century, all those things are abnormal. And remember, the ultimate aim of Shakuna is to create awareness in you that you are going out at this time. You should be careful. You are going, so be careful. When something happened, when a cat crosses, then Shakuna. You have to stand there, make a rotation, then go. So you are conscious that you are going outside. Don't walk without awareness and consciousness. If you want to use it, use it. If you don't want to use it, don't use it. It is generally speaking superstition. It is superstition not needed in 21st century. But remember, when you are crossing the road, don't keep mobile phone in your ears and cross. Then Shakuna will be bad. Is there any scientific basis for astrology? That question I think I answered. First part, pure science. Second part, pure astronomy. Third part, prediction part. Not scientific. You came up with a figure for the velocity of light from Mahabharata. How did you get it? This is from my book. And this is not from Mahabharata. I do not know from where this person got it. I did not say from Mahabharata. I said it is a book written in 14th century by Sayanacharya, minister of Harihara and Bukka. He gave the commentary for Rigveda.